Your Monster. As within a review, this may contain spoilers. I didn't like it. This is a romantic comedy slash horror film. For the type of story, this movie is very generic. I'll explain more in a bit, but first, let me give you the synopsis. The story follows a performer, Laura Franco, played by Melissa Barrera. She gets dumped by her boyfriend at the hospital while recovering from surgery. After leaving the hospital, Laura returns to her childhood home to recover. Her now ex, who is a playwright, Laura finds out that the musical she helped them develop is up for casting. Before they broke up, she was to be the lead in the musical. Laura becomes very depressed, refuses to leave the house, and is eating through her emotional pain. As if things couldn't get worse, out of nowhere a monster appears and tells her to leave. She tells him that this is her childhood home and he doesn't care. He wants his life back prior to her appearance. He can't stand the whining and moping. Laura tells the monster why she's so depressed, and over time they get to know each other and the monster helps Laura move on. I was looking forward to the movie because I'm a fan of Melissa Barrera, and the concept of the story looked interesting from the trailers. I thought that because the movie is a romantic comedy with a twist, it would be something special. However, as I mentioned, the story is generic, and that's because it's full of cliches, and while the story is original-ish, the story is odd. The execution of the story is probably the biggest downfall. The following may be considered spoilers, so you've been warned. You don't know if the monster is real or not. The ending sort of implies that the monster is her, but perhaps not because they dance together in a room full of people. If the monster wasn't real, wouldn't people look at her odd dancing by herself? Initially, as the movie went on, my feelings towards the films were that it was okay, but as the movie kept going, by the end, I didn't like it. Speaking of the end, I mentioned that the movie implied she was the monster, and clearly she had a mental breakdown. However, I'm unsure of the filmmaker's intentions regarding the ending. Are we supposed to feel sympathy for her or see her as a monster? I guess it's up for interpretation, but I was left confused. Overall, the movie started off well, but by the end, I disliked it. However, that doesn't mean you would enjoy it and it may be worth watching. If you stuck around this long, why not give the video a like, try it out, see if it works, subscribe, check out my other videos, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the film. See you in the next review.